Not everyone who enters the car scene enter with confidence. Some walk in excited, some walk in nervous, and some walk in and hit walls. So far as gatekeeping, judgment, or people who don't want to share the culture that they claim to love. Today's guest has recently entered the car scene, and his perspective is important because if the culture is to grow, then we need to learn from the people coming in, the ones who see everything. So I'll let our guest tell you who he is, and then we'll get started.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Keenan. I'm pretty new to the car scene. I've always liked cars, but I got my first car to kind of get into the scene. I want to say 2022, I think, if I remember correctly, at 2022. So
Smooth, smooth. Um, Before we talk about the challenges, I want to address the beginning, like what drew you into the car scene?
I would say I've always had like a thing for cool cars. I was never like crazy into them, but I always like looking at cool cars. And then I kind of got into watching Initial D, and that
Hmm.
kind of like really made me feel like I could get into it because at the time I didn't know much about cars. Like my dad likes cars, but he's not like into them like that. So just watching that, it made me feel like even though I don't know anything, I still can get into it.
Okay, respectfully, because I kind of had the same background. I didn't grow up around cars. It was something that I picked up by myself.
Yeah,
Me and my brother, my younger brother, me and him got into cars like really deep at one point. So we kind of saying we're like everything we learned has been like self taught or like we
yeah.
learned by watching videos and stuff like that. So, um, what did you expect the thing to be like when you first got into it?
To be honest, I don't really know. I don't think I came in with sort of an expectation. I kind of just came in because I enjoyed it, and
Hmm.
the main thing was I wanted to drift. So that's really what kind of
Okay,
like pulled me toward this. I didn't have necessarily any expectations, but I just had a just excitement to kind of become a part of the culture.
and when you first got in, did you feel accepted or do you feel like it was like judgment?
No, I felt like I was accepted. I pretty quickly was able to like join a little car crew.
Hmm.
I mean, I was heavy on meets. I mean, I was driving like an hour just to go to a meet every Sunday. So it was fun though. I really enjoyed it.
Sounds like me. When I first got when I first got the car that I wanted to go in the scene with, I would drive from Daytona to Jacksonville just to go to car meets. So it was like an hour and 30 minute drive.
Yeah,
And I was doing like every weekend. Um,
it's a drive for sure.
I will say though, bro, it was worth it because like I met a lot of good people doing that, bro. So it was definitely worth it. And then Daytona car scene, it's not like they trying to build it up, but when you compare the scene from Daytona to the scene from Jacksonville and the scene from like Orlando, Daytona car scene dead. I'm just being honest. Like car scene from Hilda is bro, it's dead, bro. Um, so you say you've been in the scene for 2 years now, right?
Yeah, two like 3 years, running around
So
three
how has
years.
it been for you?
It's been cool. It's been cool. I've met a lot of cool people, and like because I drive an 86, so I was able to find a group where it's just like a bunch of 86s in Arizona, and I mean they have a lot of meets. They'll go to a lot of meets, pop out to a lot of events. So it's been fun. Lately, though, it's been a little hard just with my work schedule to kind of be able to go out there and get to the meets, and a lot of them are, like I said, like an hour away from me, so it makes it a little hard. But I get to go to events, here and there. Like December 6th, they're having a Fuel Fest, so it's pretty close to
Nice.
me. So I'm excited to go to that.
That's one thing I haven't been to yet. Was It's a fuel fest, and I keep missing out, bro. So I got to get to one of those too myself.
Yeah,
Um, trying to think. So okay, tell me about your group. Like, was it was how you got into the group for the 86s?
It was kind of just through someone that I knew. He kind of started it up. So
Okay,
I met him because he was living close to where I was. So I met a couple of people and we just kind of mutually linked up. Then he started a group and just hit him up one day. I was like, hey, could I be a part of it? And brought me into the crew. And it's like, I think it's been a year or two now. I don't know how long it's been, but it's actually grown a whole lot and starting to get everywhere. So it's cool.
that's good then. Start off small and get big. So like, was there ever like any like pressure about how you built your car or like the route? Just just going with it.
Not necessarily any pressure. I mean, I kind of had how I wanted to build it from the moment that I got it.
Right.
So I didn't have any influence beforehand. I already knew what I wanted to do. I had some people give me feedback on some of the some of the things that I did to it, like the color. I think someone told me it was like, oh, it's too aggressive, but I was like, I don't really care. I'm building the car for me, so they didn't do it. I don't think they did it like malicious intent or anything like
Right.
that. They're just
Right.
like, it's an aggressive color, but I was like, that's what I wanted to do, so it's like building
I
it for
mean that
me.
it is like a shade of green, right?
Yeah,
The green nice though. Like it make the car pop, and I don't think I've seen many 86s in that color. I don't think I have.
yeah, it's not too common, and that's part of what I loved about it too. It's like I don't really see anybody rocking this color. I see some people with greens and stuff now,
Hmm.
but it's not it's not a common color. So
Okay, then I have a question. What's the most common color you see in the car scene?
the most common color,
Hmm.
I feel like black is really common. I guess it just depends on some cars too. I know I've seen a lot of like red 86s,
Okay.
silvers. I mean, those are the base colors you can get, but I would say yeah, probably like there's kind of three colors that I see a lot. It's black, white, and red.
So I wanted to do my car purple, right?
Yeah.
Last year, I wanted to say last year at Simpton Duff, bro, literally every other car was purple or a different shade of purple. So when I seen that, I was just like, okay, well, like purple on a car door, bro, it pops. Like I don't care what kind of car it is, you put a purple on a car door, it pops, right?
Yeah.
So for my car, I want to do it black and purple. But I went to the car meet, and I said, bro, it was like a different shade of purple, literally, like it. But the whole car meet was just straight purple. So I'm like, okay, nah, I gotta switch it up. I gotta find a different color. So I think I found one, and I've seen it on like three cars so far. So it's not like I don't want to say it's not popular. I just haven't seen it that much. So I think I'm gonna go with that color. But I'll show you when we get off of the podcast. I'll show you.
Okay, bet.
So we're going to our second topic. So everyone's experience is different, right? When they enter the car scene. So what's something about the scene that makes you want to stay in it?
I would say just like small communities, like just having a small group of people that you get to go and work on cars or go cruise or go hit like the mountains or even just try to find a little spot to drive and drift. So it's like, I mean, as a whole, The community is very big and you can kind of feel lost, but if you just get a small little group of people, it
Hmm.
makes it worth it, you know.
It does. It gives you like that like family bond of like you got somebody to when you go into it alone, it can be like like I love cars, but like when you're doing it by yourself, it is kind of like a what's the word for it? It's not drop, but it's like damn, like I wish I had that crew that I can go to like each car meet with instead of going by myself.
Yeah.
So, cause that's how I started off. I first started off going by myself, and then eventually it was with my brother, and then I met my friend Rome, I believe in St. Augustine. Yeah, in St. Augustine, and then after I met Rome, then basically we met everybody that he was friends with, and then that's how the car group that we made came together. So I agree on that. You definitely gotta have like a small community behind you when you're building something, because that's how you build it up.
Yeah. I started out the same way too. Like I didn't know any like car guys out here in my area. And before then, I wasn't, this is my first car that really got me into the scene. So I didn't know anybody. And I just got in my car, found a car meet, and I was like, I'm going. So I was able to, connect with some people and make some friends and go out to a couple of different meets. And that's how it continued to just grow.
So I'm gonna just switch it up. Um, being that 2 years new to the scene, right? Like 2 3 years is still like relatively new.
Yeah.
So what are some things you would change about people, or what's one thing you wish was different coming into the car scene for like new people?
Um, what would I change? I guess I would say like everyone's got to start somewhere,
Hmm.
so it's like a lot of people will go in and judge your car or some people will even roast it and some people are just starting out, so it's like
Right.
welcome them in, welcome them in with open arms, you know figure out what they like, see how maybe you can help them build their car. I mean, not everybody starts building their car and has somebody there to help them do it, or just has a group behind them. So some people are just starting out. I mean, like me. I mean, luckily when I got my car, it already had a little base for me. I didn't buy it completely stock,
Okay.
but I mean, I didn't have anybody backing me up to kind of direct me. It's like, you got to show the new people the culture.
I agree with that. Do you feel like people gatekeep on like newcomers, or just like in general? So like, let's just say like it could be a part or like a shop or anything. Like, think people gatekeep that way they can
Uh,
keep it to themselves.
yeah, I think as a vast, there is a lot of gatekeeping, and there's people out
Okay.
here that will go to a spot and people are like, "Oh, it's a cool spot. Where is that? Where is it at?" And they don't want to they don't want to share the spot. And I mean, I understand you don't want it to get crowded, but at
Right.
the end of the day, you don't own the spot, so it's like maybe somebody wants to go get some shots there, and you know,
So okay, on the topic of gatekeeping, do you think it's a good side to it and a bad side to it?
I think there can. I think there can. Um, it's definitely a double-edged sword. Like for my instance, there's a spot that I'd go drift at, and I didn't personally gatekeep it, but I know that people would want to. And if it gets too big, it'll like shut the spot down. See, it's like, okay, you wanna you want to share the spots for people to enjoy themselves, but at the same time, you don't want it to get over overpopulated to where it just gets shut down and now you have no spot to go to.
Respectfully, um, because I'll say the same thing. It's like a double edged sword, like you said, because on one end, you know. I feel like we gatekeep because the way the car scene is going now. You know, like with everything getting like with the takeovers, or not even takeovers, just like people coming with takeover mindsets, and it's like ruining the meet.
Yeah.
Or like if you do like secure a spot to have meets, or you do find a spot where like you can take pictures at, and then when somebody come to that spot and they ruin it, now you can't go back. Now you can't go there. Then I feel like it is. I feel like gatekeeping only works if you like truly passionate about the car scene, and you try to keep like the car meets down. You try to keep like the stuff from getting out of hand. I feel like on that tip, I feel like gatekeeping works. But say the bad side of gatekeeping is, let's just say that for example, somebody built a car that you seen, right? And you're like, oh man, like how you like where you got that from? And the person just like not telling you just cause like, oh well, find it yourself. I got it, but find yourself. I just feel like in that tip, it's like if I see something on your car that I'm inspired by, don't gatekeep it from me. Like you got it already. It'll go on your car, but then I'll like just tell me where you got it from. Then let me put my own spin to it. I'm not trying to copy your style or copy you. I'm just inspired by it. So I feel like
Yeah.
on that tip, gatekeeping, gatekeeping could be bad because now it's just like you holding back out of like you holding back out of like what's the word for? I'm looking for? You just being petty by not giving me like where you got it from, and also you know the business that I can get it from, losing not because you gatekeeping they stuff. So because I want to start something. I'm actually working on it behind the scenes, and I'll tell you about it. I'll tell you about it after this podcast. I meant to tell you about it earlier, but I've been trying to write down everything else, so I kind of slipped my mind.
Yeah.
But the thing I want to start, well, I kind of already put it out there, so it's not really like gatekeeping. But I'm trying to build a community within the podcast
Hmm.
because one day I'm planning to take it out. Although I plan to one day like meet everybody in person that I do podcasts with.
Yeah.
So one day, I'm gonna plan like a big meet. When this get big enough, I'm gonna plan like a big meet, and everybody who's been a part of the podcast, I'm gonna try to see if we can all meet at a certain spot. I know it'd be hard because everybody stay in different areas. Like
Yeah.
I'm on the East Coast, and y'all don't know West Coast, but I want to try to just build something and invite everybody out, and then like build just take this podcast and make it more than just a podcast. So that's what I'm working on behind the scenes, and like I said, I'll send you all the details after this, and then if you got any opinion or you got any thought of how I can switch it up or go about it, then I would love your opinion.
Yeah.
Um, but other than that, on the topic of gatekeeping, I feel like it works in the way where you can keep, for example, right? I'll just use GAT as an example. Because you seen how it got shut down.
Yeah.
So I feel like if they would you can't really gatekeep GAT because it's a big event, like it's like very like public. But and then you can't keep out all the bad seeds. But I feel like that's what gatekeeping comes in like clutch at because now you can only invite out people who you know go respect the spot, right? Respect the spot, and then like they go do what they gotta do to keep the spot professional. I feel like that's what gatekeeping comes in at and what's good at.
Yeah.
But everything else when it comes to like holding out information or like not trying to help somebody else or not trying to be there for somebody all because you want to keep it to yourself, I feel like that's what it's like you're doing too much. Just like
Yeah.
just tell the person like what's going on. Um, let's see. I guess we'll go to the next topic. Yeah, let's go to the next topic. Name me a moment when you first joined the car community that made you feel like you was included and supported.
I guess it was like when I got offered to join my first crew. It was Team Unity. And they
Nice
wanted me
name.
and my buddy, and I think it was the first time I went to the event, and they were looking for more people to join them, and they asked me to be a part of it, and I was like, heck yeah! It was like it's like my third meet, and I'm already wanted to be in a crew, so I think that was pretty cool.
It is. So like guess what I asked is because I had my own car group at once, so it'd be nice to like hear like how like other crews work. So like I'm asking like how often do like y'all stay in contact? Like it's like every day or it's like only for meets?
No, we had like a group chat where we'd talk about cars or whatever, and then every Sunday we'd have a meet. So it was
Okay,
pretty active.
so it's family oriented, you would say.
Yeah.
Okay, so um that's what I try to do with my group. I tried to make it family oriented. I tried to make it where like everybody who came in felt that it was family, like they was accepted. Everybody got a different bill. Everybody gonna bring a different bill. So like, and you got your saying of regular traffic, right?
Oh, say that again.
Regular traffic.
Oh yeah,
So we had that discussion once, and I'm just like, there was like, do we allow people with like regular traffic to come into the group, or do we just like let them like be a part of the group, but like not like uh, it was the way we said it. So me and Justin were just like, well, personally speaking, me and Justin were just like, I feel like anybody who want to be a part of the car scene, let them, all right? Like, don't take it from them because the car that they have now won't be the car that they have ever, right?
yeah,
So what we start to do is like, what we try to do is we try to let everybody in the group, but based off how you are first, like who you are. We try to base that off like who we let in and out of the group because a car can change at any moment,
yeah,
but a person can't. Like once you show that your true colors, like that's what it is. So we try to base our group off like personality and cars, but more so our personality than cars.
exactly.
So I like to hear like how like other groups operate in the same way because a lot of groups and like a lot of car groups get like a bad rep. So it is nice to see like an actual like car group like build like a family unit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because that's something I'm trying to build with this podcast, like a community where we can all. Because I have a Discord already made. I gotta talk about it more because I don't talk about it enough. But I have a Discord made the way we can go talk and same thing like the community you got. Just build a community where people can just come talk at and just enjoy cars and meet new people and network with people. So that's what I'm trying to build through the Discord.
yeah.
So what areas of the car scene do you want to like grow into?
I would say more like drifting. Um, I get to do it every now and then. I mean, I have a sim rig
Hmm.
here at home that I practice with,
Oh
but
yeah.
I really like to hit more tracks. I've never drifted on a track outside of the sim racing, so that's what I would like to do. Get into a spot where I can drift more and try out the tracks and run some tandems with people.
Is it a spot where you at that you can do that up?
Yeah, there is. They have certain requirements that you have to have for your car to be able to actually go on the track. So right now my car is not doesn't meet those. So I want to get to a point where I can have a little drift car that I can just enjoy.
Okay. Well then, um, let's see, because now I'm interested in how you got into drifting. So like, tell me like the backstory of how you got into drifting.
I mean, I always kind of it was always kind of cool. I mean, my first like really seeing drifting was from Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. So I always
Hmm.
thought that was really cool. Um, and then my buddy had told me to get Car X to play with him. We played that when we would drift. So that's when I was really starting to get into it. And then mixed with the initial D, watching initial D, just started to get really into it. And then I was like, you know what, I wanna get a manual car. And then I got a sim rig and started playing with a couple of people that I just met from like CarX and stuff.
Right.
And then I got a Seto Corsa and was able to really like start practicing. And so once I got the wheel, it's just kind of wraps from there. I was like, wow, this is a lot of fun. I like this a lot.
Okay. So if you could, how far in drifting do you want to go?
Um, I mean, I think it would be cool to compete in like Formula Drift. But I would just say just like small events, small drifting events where it's not as much like competitive drifting, which I mean that would be cool, but just more of the fun of it, just the thrill of getting sideways.
Okay, I feel that. It do look fun though. That's one thing. Like on video games, bro, I struggle with. I cannot drift to save my life, bro. So like, I be trying to build like a, cause I play Forza a lot.
Yeah,
Now I haven't like dived deep into like the drifting aspect on Forza, but it do look fun though, and the drift car would be like nice to have though, cause I feel like the adrenaline you get from that, bro, be crazy.
yeah. There's definitely no feeling like just swinging it, bro. It's probably the most fun I've had.
So if you got to do something to your car to be able to go to your track, what is it that you got to do?
I think you have to have certain kind of seats. I think you have to have at least a partial roll cage. Um, so things like that. I guess I could weld my diff. I mean, I my car has a LSD, but a welded diff would make it a lot better. But
Okay.
the car is my daily, so it's kind of hard to
Right. You got to.
fully go to that. So
Okay. Well then, tell us your like, if you could build a, if money and time wasn't like an option, and you could build your perfect drift car, what car would it be?
oh, honestly, I always really love like the S13 hatch.
Okay.
For some reason, I've always loved that car. I mean, I know it's probably really common, but when I started, playing Car X and stuff, I just always loved the S13 with the hatch. So that would probably be the car. That would be the car for sure. And before I even got my car, when I was working cleaning pools, every week I would drive by one that was just collecting dust, and
Mm.
it hurt me on the inside because I'm like, man, that's the car that I wanted. So
So would you say that's your dream car growing up, or just like a car you wanted?
that was one of the cars that I really wanted. I guess growing up, my dream car was a Skyline,
Nice.
just from Fast and Furious. So it's like, dang, the thing looks cool, sounds cool.
Um, I recently just got into Skylines. Like I said, I Stamped in Death last year, bro. They had somebody had an all blue carbon fiber Skyline.
Oh, dang.
I believe I still have the video on my phone. If I do, after this I send it to you. But somebody had like a R. It was an all blue, bro, and it was straight like the entire body, bro, was just carbon fiber, bro. And that's not just like okay, skylines are nice, like skylines real nice. But like
Yeah,
me, I was like made into like muscle cars for me growing up. So I didn't like start like seeing like the other parts of like the cars until like, I got like in the car scene, and then
yeah.
slowly by slowly like my taste had changed from every now and again. Like I started to see something I like it more. So like now for me growing up, my favorite car was a Challenger. Like when I first got into the scene, my favorite car was a Challenger.
Okay.
But my favorite dream car would be the 14 model CLS.
Hmm.
That's the one car that I'm going to get. No ifs or but about. That's one that I'm going to get, and I want to build it up. Well, you can make power from it easy, like a tune and something else, but that's something that I want to like take and just like build crazy work.
Yeah.
That is one that I'm on. So, um, off topic. What's your dream garage?
My dream garage, I would say, definitely want a C6,
Love a C6.
C6 vet, an RX-7, RX-7 for sure. And then I don't know. I feel like a more of like a classic lowrider. I don't have a
Okay.
particular one for that, but just have like a little old school.
It is nice to have an old school. I don't know the name of it, so I can't even tell you which old school. But I seen one at a car show once, and I keep trying to figure out what it is, but I gotta find it. So that's your top three as like dream garage. Those three.
Yeah, I would say the fourth is like a either a classic like lowrider or a classic truck. I seen
Okay,
one the other
so
day and I was like, dang, that thing looks that thing looks good. I gotta have one of these days. I gotta have one.
are you more into like the modern cars and not really into exotics?
I mean, I like exotics. I like exotics. Uh, Not particularly drawn to them as much.
Hmm.
Still like them. Like see a Ferrari, like a Ferrari. Lambos. I did at one point. I did really like Lambos, but when I got into the car scene, I started to enjoy, just like uh, just like basic sports cars, not more of like
Okay,
the luxury style.
so you like the older because that is something that like I want to like talk about is like the difference between like the exotic part of like the car scene than like like your everyday cars. Not everyday cars, but like the car scene cars that like stick out.
Yeah,
Like I feel like I feel like it's better when you go to a car meet and it's not full of exotics. It's more so full of like the older cars that like people like love like back in the day or like the modern cars that we have now. I
yeah,
feel like it's I mean, because it's nice to go to a car meet and you see exotic cars. Like, don't get me wrong, I love exotic cars, right?
yeah,
But if I was to build a car meet and like have like a true car meet, I want like everyday cars, older cars, and the modern cars, like a mix. I don't want to be like straight like exotics. I feel like then at that point it's just about who got the better car basically when it comes to exotics. But like when you put like the true community in the car meet, like the older cars and like the older bills, I feel like that's when like the car meet like stands out because now it's like you got some of everything. You got the older cars, the newer cars, then you got some exotics. And then you could choose like I just feel like people are more creative when it's not something exotic.
yeah. That's what I was thinking too. Is like I like exotics, but I feel like more times than not, people do more like internal, but you don't get to see the external. You don't get to see the visual mods. A lot of people keep it as is, which I mean is fair. I mean those things can be pretty expensive, but I just tend to draw more to you get to really kind of see the personality of somebody through the way they build their car.
And that's why I say I feel like supercars and exotic cars be like they're like, okay, well it's already perfect as it is, don't touch it, like the body lines and stuff like that. But you can get way more expressive when you build it on like an older canvas. Like just anything that's like not like a supercar status or like exotic status, bro. You can just build it like more creatively. Like yo, it's just like an endless option of like taking like a let's see, because I done seen some like badass Civics, like customized
Yeah,
wise. I've seen some badass Civics. Uh, I haven't I haven't seen this car since, and I'm kind of mad about that. But Daytona had a car show at the it's a spot called Daytona One. I want to say it was a Civic, but I could be wrong on this. But she had a Pokemon theme, right?
Mm,
She had Pokemon curtains. She had Pokemon pillars. She had a Pokemon shift knob, right? Uh, her trunk was like straight Pokemon, but it was just like the time and effort it took to put into that car though.
yeah,
You wouldn't do that to like an exotic car because you're like, oh well, I want to touch it, or like I want to break it, you know. But I feel
yeah,
like stuff like that, bro, was like what made like this seem different because I gotta find that car again. I hope I can find it again, bro. But it's just like you said earlier, you can be more creative on cars like that. And when I
yeah,
seen that car, bro, it was nice. And then I seen some other cars, bro, where the person like they took their passion and they threw it into their car. So like you could see who they was just by looking at the car. And I feel like the
yeah,
car scene needs like more of that, like like way more of that because cars are way for you to express yourself. And I feel like if people start doing that more, bro, like the car scene would be like way different.
yeah. That's for
So
sure.
that's that's what I want to see because I'm gonna start going out to like car meets because right now my car down right now. I gotta try to figure out why it turn over but it won't crank. So I gotta figure out that issue with my car. But when I figure that out though, I'm gonna start going to car meets with a microphone and I'm gonna start doing these at car meets too.
Yeah, some like car meet interviews. That'd be dope.
So I'm gonna start doing that too. And then I want to start like doing um just taking pictures of somebody's car and posting it like a as like a appreciation type thing for the car scene. So that's also something I want to work on. Just like, cause bro, like you see a lot of nice builds out here, right?
Yeah,
And I feel like at a certain point we competing more than we are like. It's more is, in my opinion, it's turning more competitive than it's turning like appreciation. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So I want to start something to where like we just show appreciation to like everybody car as they building it or how it is now or like the end phase of his build. I want to try to create like a segment or like a post, just like a post thing. I can post like the cars and just like show like your car not overlooked the way you think it is. Like everybody's stuck on like the follower count or like how many followers they got. But I feel like a lot of people watch people, but don't follow them just cause. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So I want to start. I'm gonna start posting people car and just show them like you seen in the community. Like we happy to have you in the community. So I'm gonna start doing that too. There were like people like just feel like more seen in their car their car can be shown more because I've seen like a lot of like nice builds, bro. That's like smooth, but you don't see it as much because social media is huge now.
yeah,
So a lot of cars get buried because they ain't got the following that they should have. But like I said, I want to try to start just posting people cars more and try to like help them like branch out that more. So that's something that I'm gonna work on too.
yeah, definitely.
So as it sits, what's your favorite thing about the car scene?
I would just say probably like just the different kind of communities within the car community.
Okay.
Like it's cool having a bunch of people that drive 8.6s. It's like I know we're slow, but you know,
I won't necessarily say I want to call it slow, like
oh, it's slow.
because
It's
I had
slow in
a
the straight. We'll put it that way. Slow in the straight.
okay. Well, I can see you coming from on that tip then, because I was gonna say I had a 325i a while back,
Okay.
and it compared to what I have now, I would say it's slow, but at the same time, like it still like felt fast. Like it still got what I need to get it in a fun way. So that's why I say it's not so light. It can still give you like some kind of like fun while driving it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so let's do this, all right? With the car you have now, if you could do anything to it to make it faster, what would you do?
Um, honestly, I've been wanting to engine swap it.
Okay, and put what?
Honestly, there's a couple of people out here that have put a like a K24 in it.
Okay,
So probably K24 or for some reason I always wanted to do a 1J swap on it.
that'd be nice. That would, that'd be different. You ever thought about a LS swap?
Yeah, yeah. I have thought about LS swapping it, but I feel like that one's always the most common. So it's like I maybe want to do something different. And then I thought to myself, you do something different, you get not so common issues. So it's gonna be like your car goes down, then good luck.
I mean, but in itself though, like if it's possible, it just might be more time consuming,
Yeah.
but it's definitely possible though. And trying to think if I've seen an LS swap 86 yet, like in person. I don't think I've seen an LS swap 86 yet in person. No.
Yeah. I don't think I have either. I have
Trying,
seen a K24 swap though.
do you have?
Yeah. There's a
What you like about it?
it's just different. Not too many people I have heard of K swapping it, so it
Hmm.
was just different and it sounded really good and was able to get a lot more power, so thought it was pretty cool.
It is because the I wanted to keep my 325 and LS swap it, but then uh the coolant, bro, the coolant was giving me a headache, so eventually I got rid of it. And then I got the car that I have now. I have a '08 550 right now, CLS 550 right now. So I got rid of the BMW to get that car. But I wanted to swap my engine with a I don't know if I want to do the twin turbo AMG or the supercharger AMG. I'm stuck in
mm,
between the two because my body style it could fit either one. I can go back to the '06 AMG or I can go to the AMG for my year because after '06 they stopped making the supercharger AMG and they switched it to twin turbo.
uh,
So, but I want to say the reason why I'll probably get the twin turbo probably because I can get more power out of a twin turbo.
okay.
But the reason why I want the supercharger is because the whine. Like I was like, it sound that whine sound better than turbo sport do, in my
Yeah.
opinion. So that's why I was debating on going to the '06 engine, but more power. So I'm gonna end up going to the twin turbo AMG.
Yeah. I like turbo flutter, so I'm always gonna be biased towards turbo.
So yeah, and then my friend John had a BMW 550, and that was turbo, right? And he put down parts on it. Now, one thing I will say, I think that car made me want turbos even more
Yeah.
because of the sound. Like we was in traffic one day, bro, and like you can hear like the turbo spool, bro.
Yep.
Now I'm like that shit sound crazy. Like that's so. I think after that, that kind of like persuaded me to like go like towards twin turbos, bro. Because like the superchargers whining, bro. It sounds really good, but that turbo spool, bro, just hit different.
yeah.
It hit different. Cause I had a 535. It was a '06, but eventually that started to deteriorate. The turbos went down, and then the oil. the oil would just never work properly in that car. So
Oh.
that ended up taking the shit. So I went from a '08. So I had two. Right, my very first car was a '08. It was a white '08 CLS. I had it for a week, and then the transmission broke on it. So once that broke, I got the BMW, the 535.
Hmm.
Then once the 535 broke, I ended up going to the BMW 325. And then once the BMW broke, I went back to the CLS. And I will say I miss both the 325 and the 535 because every car gave you something different. Even though the
Yeah.
325 wasn't it wasn't fast. I mean, the 535 it was quick because of the twin turbos. I wish I could have done more to that 535 than just leaving it stop. I wish I would did more to it at the time being.
Yeah.
So, if you could pick a car to build on the side of your 86, what would it be?
I want to say an S13 hash, but I feel like an RX-7. I feel like that would
Oh,
be
that'd be nice.
cool car to have as a project.
It definitely would. I should like the RX-7.
Yeah.
Definitely a nice car. I've seen some at car shows, bro, and I was very they had them. It wasn't too out there like with the rap and stuff, but there was one I seen that was black and gold, bronze, black and bronze. It was all black. It had a wide body kit, had a wing on it, and then they finished off with some bronze wheels. It was bro, it was real smooth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro, it was real smooth. So I want to go back to to like, your experience in the car scene, all right? So, what's your take on how the car scene looks today?
Um, it's got its ups and its downs for sure. I'd say I'm not a big fan of takeovers.
Not
Kind
at
of
all.
just ruin. Yeah, it ruins a lot for just the whole scene in general. It gets people that acting dumb, and I mean it puts people in danger too. It's like
Oh,
people
big time.
hanging out the windows, you know, in a big crowd, people are like step into the circle, and then they ended up getting hit by the rear end. So it's just all around not good, and then just puts a bad taste in people's mouth for car people.
Quick. So, I've been thinking, right? Do you think takeovers is the only thing that's hurting the car scene, or do you think it's something else also hurting the car scene?
Um, I would just say like egos too, like something that's not you know tearing up the streets, but more of just like internal. It's like people have an ego, and sometimes they
I
just don't
can agree.
understand it. It's
I
like we're all
I
here
can
just
agree.
trying to connect with the cars. But I think that's kind of a social media thing. So
Think
I
so?
don't think it's yeah. I mean, you get people that have a cool car and they get a bunch of followers.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's like sometimes some. I'm not saying all of them do, but people will think that they're bigger than life itself.
You're not wrong on that one, and that's kind of what I was going to ask. I was like, do you think social media affected the car scene in a good way or in a bad way?
I think it's a double edged sword for sure, for sure. Uh, you get people that get to show off their car, show off their build, then it highlights the good. Then you get stuff like takeovers being blasted over social media or just different things like that. And I mean, like you see a lot in New York, people cutting up and blasting all over.
Yeah,
It's definitely dangerous driving. I mean, it looks like it's fun, but it's not. at the end of the day, it's not worth the risk.
It's not worth the risk.
So I mean,
So
it's cool to be able to express the clips and show off your car and just different things, but it highlights the bad as well. So
so do you think the people with the influence is not, and not saying it's everybody with influence, but do you think the people that does have that influence, who like the followers and nice cars, do you think like they like influence something like the best that happen in the car scene?
I mean, yeah, there's definitely some that influence the bad, but I find it more that that bad influence is what creates the following, if that makes sense. Like for instance, like people cutting up, they may not have a social media presence, but they get a big clip,
Hmm.
catches on, and just builds their following up. And
And it make it makes sense because I feel like what a part of today's culture is real young. So for them, everything is about social media. And like you say, when we see somebody do something once, nah, you won't do it. It could be either the good side of the car scene or it could be the bad side of the car scene. But like, I feel like you hit, that's a good point though. Let's just say like, okay, takeovers. Once that hit, everybody started doing takeovers. Like, it got to a point where it was like, it was just straight horrible. And um, then like not even takeovers, it's just like I say, egos too is like a is crucial when it comes to the car scene because I feel like a huge part of the car scene judges way more than they applaud the next person
yeah,
because not everybody born into a good living, right? And
yeah,
life happens for a lot of people, so at one point you can have everything and that can be easily taken away, you know what I mean?
yeah,
So I feel like when it comes to people like that, where people who don't really have it as good when they're working to build something, you have the toxic side of the car community that's just like shooting them down. Like, oh, you got a Honda, or oh, you got this, or oh, it's stock, or oh, you ain't making a certain amount of horsepower, or oh, but you ain't doing nothing with it, or I wouldn't do that. You know what I mean? Um, I feel like ego is tainted also because everything isn't gonna be takeover activities. There could be people within a car scene that just kills the car scene. You know what I mean? Like they judge everything they see. They try to put every car down that's not their car. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like they want the spotlight. They want the spotlight. They want the followers. They want everybody to praise them, but they don't want to give nobody else no kind of praise. I feel like that too is a big issue. Not a big issue, but I feel like it is an issue within the car scene.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's just like there's one clip that I posted where it was my headlights and somebody didn't like them. It was like, take those off. I was like, no. It's like, I like them. You don't like them,
Yeah.
that's fine. I like them. I'm gonna keep them on.
I just like I'm just I'm also genuinely like curious on like why people think they could tell somebody how to build their car. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
If it's something you don't like, you just don't like it. But just because you don't like it, it don't mean you tear the person down who's doing it, or you try to force your opinion on their car. Like your opinion is it going to build my car? Your opinion is it going to change my car? But I just feel like in that sense, with people like that, I feel like also it kills it for people trying to come into the car scene. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Because everybody don't get like that. Everybody don't get that warm welcome. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And it steers them. It kind of steered them away from the scene because now it's like, okay, well, like I didn't know like it was like that deep. You know what I mean? So,
Yep.
um, I feel like if we could, you can't, you can't take out egos. That's just something that we just can't change. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I feel like if more people got like a warm welcome and to the car scene, it would be less egos. hell, it could be less takeovers. It could be less like drama within the car community because then like they feel wanted to be in that space.
Yeah.
So, in your opinion, what's something that people can do, or what's something that people should do to welcome new people coming into the car scene?
I would say just honestly talk to them. Like I feel like one of the things we lack nowadays is just social conversations. It's like you see somebody, don't be afraid to talk to them. I mean, I understand it's not always that easy and that simple,
Right.
but I was like, be willing to have a conversation with somebody that you don't know. It's like you could make a friend, or they may be new, or
I agree with that. If it's one thing you could like, if it's one thing you could, if it's one thing you could make a difference on in the car community, what would that be?
Uh, one thing that I could do to make a difference, I'd say just be genuine. Just be genuine. A lot of people act fake. They'll like hype up your car in front of you and then behind your back trash it, or
And
you know,
I feel like also that happens a lot. That happens a lot. I feel like I've seen it. Not saying like the people that I've known done it, but I've been around people who will like give a car a compliment, then walk away and just straight trash it. If you don't like it, I feel like the nice things you could tell somebody if you see a bill, you can be like, it's nice. It's just not to my liking. Like it's not my taste,
yeah,
but it's still a clean car. Then it's not coming off as like you've been like rude. You're not bashing it. You just saying it's just not my taste. So like we can make talk about people cars respectable in ways that we don't like it. Like it's not
yeah,
my taste, or it's not for me, but I'm glad you like it.
yeah,
But it don't have to be take it off, or that's ugly, or why'd you do that, or that car is ruined because of that one mod. You know what I mean? I feel like the judgment is wicked.
yeah,
In my opinion, the judgment is wicked because if it was vice versa, and the person who was giving out that judgment got it in return, I don't think they can handle it the way that they dishing it out.
yeah.
So, um, I just had a question too, and it slipped my mind. If you could be a part of a community that's trying to make this scene better, would you?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Uh, so that's also what I'm working on. Like I said, I give you the details about it when we're done with the podcast. Um, but is there anything that I haven't touched on that you like to talk about?
Oh no, I think we covered a lot. I mean, there's millions of things that we can go over, but I feel like we had some good big points and things like that.
Trying to think, bro, because it was something else, bro. Like it's right there, but it won't come back to me.
Yeah, I
Um,
know that feeling.
yeah, bro. I literally just had it. I literally just had it in my head. Uh, well then, I guess so. I give you a quick rundown of what I'm trying to do, right?
Yeah.
So through my Discord, or through the Discord, I'm working on something called Community Days,
Hmm.
was every day out of the month. Like I might do like every last Saturday of the month. Uh, we all for anybody who want to, we all get into Discord. We talk about our bill or what we want to do to our cars. We discuss the car scene and how it's going. We basically um, just try to find ways to make it more positive. I want to say, and just talk about new cars coming out. Um, do like a vote on like picture of the month or like roller of the month, like that kind of vote. And then for the people who don't like to be in front of cameras, it gives them a chance to come and tell their story
Yeah.
through the Discord platform. So I'm gonna try. I might start in next. I might start in January. That way I can build it up first and get more people into it, and then start it probably like the end of the month in January.
Yeah.
And then I want to try to do car meets at least 4 times a year. So like every like 3 months, have a car meet. And what I want to do, I know I can't attend all of them, but if I can work with a good amount of people to have a car meet sponsored by the podcast somewhere, like so, say
Yeah.
for example, like we reach out to you, right, and then you reach out to people in Arizona, and then y'all try to put together a car meet, and like it's sponsored by the podcast.
Yeah.
Then I want to try to do that. That way the podcast go from being more than just a podcast to like a safe spot for the car scene.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the year, I want to try to do the biggest one where like everybody try to meet up at like one spot or we pick a venue to go to. And like everybody from the podcast come to that spot at the end of the year. And then like we all network and we all come together to do like a bit like podcast slash car meet
Yeah.
also. And then in the meantime, I just say just try to figure out just try to make a group that try to figure out how to build a community back to like it used to be. Like just build a safe spot for people to come in. Like if you're new to the scene, you can come in there, feel welcome, get welcome, and actually feel like just get the real side of the car scene and how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So like if you got questions, like for example your car break, you got questions, you got ideas that you want to share with people, just all share that in the Discord. So that's what I'm trying to work on now, and I'm trying to get started next year. So
Sounds dope.
um, the other the other four guests that you'll be talking with re- shortly, they all got the same. They all said yes to like the same concept.
Yeah.
So for right now, it'll be us six. I'm going to create the group chat probably tomorrow because I have two more podcasters this weekend. So
Man's on the
I mean, I could,
grind.
bro. I'm really trying to build this, bro. Because like I see car podcasters, right? But I haven't. I could be wrong. It could be one out there, but I haven't seen one that allowed the people to tell their story, right? Because I just feel like the car scene is not built off the big influencers. You know what I mean? Like the people who already made it.
Yeah.
I feel like it's made of the people who's trying to make it, right? And that's me. That's you. That's the people like with a story in the car scene, like actively. I feel like if we get their stories heard more, I feel like that also will like actually build a space for the scene that we don't have. So the only thing I'm trying to do, bro, is just bring everybody together. So
Yeah.
um, I, that's the main goal is to try to just bring everybody together. I don't want all the credit. I don't want to be that main person. I want to be the I want to be the start of it. If I can
Yeah.
start it, bro, and then we all come together and we make it something that's bigger than me, bro, I would love that.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm. That's where I'm trying to take it. So I'm gonna let the two people from today. I have another one at 7, and have one tomorrow. I'm gonna let them come tell their story, and then I'll add all of us to a group chat. That way, like nobody feel left out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's how I'm gonna do that, and then I can let everybody know the details of what I'm trying to do, what we can do, and how we can do it. So that's what I'm gonna work on within the next few days. I mean, I have it done by tomorrow night. So, and then there's also other stuff too that I'm still working on that I'll tell you about because there's some stuff I want to keep off record for now.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you about it. I'll touch you about it. Like I say, after the podcast, I'll tell you about everything else that I'm trying to currently build. But in the meantime, before I let you go, tell people where that tell people where they can follow you at.
Hey, you guys can check me out on Instagram, TikTok, Gimz BRZ. Yeah, really it.
Uh, I appreciate you coming on, bro. Like I'm very honored to have you on the podcast. I was very honored to hear your story and hear where you came from. And this won't be the last time that people see you. This won't be the last time I see you. Like I said, I want to keep working with you in the future to actually build something through this podcast.
Yeah,
So I made a new friend today. Could become real good friends because, like I say, I'm trying to stay in contact. I'm trying to actually make this into something.
yeah.
So um, definitely gotta stay in touch. Like I say, I'm gonna definitely hit you up. And also, nope, I already sent you that. Yeah, I already sent you. I believe I did. Let me double check.
Is it the Discord?
No, I give everybody that come on the podcast a shirt that's like that won't be released. I think I
Oh,
told you the
okay.
shirt. Yeah,
Yeah. You
right.
did send me that. You did
Okay,
send me
okay,
that.
okay. So I get all the information later, and then I'll send you that. But it's also I'm gonna put something in there that I don't tell y'all about. It'd be like a little secret that I just don't want to know.
A little Easter egg. Okay.
Yeah, the Easter egg. But again, bro, I thank you for coming on. I really thank you for your time. I know time is valuable, so I really appreciate it. Um, like I say, bro, we could work together in the future, bro, to make something happen, and then one day actually meet up in person and have another podcast or meet up at a car meet and something. But I just hope to take this into something in the future.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Appreciate you having me on.
Bro, it's man, my honor, bro. So I'm gonna
Right
let you get
back
out of here,
at you.
bro. I'm gonna let you get out of here, bro, and I'm gonna get to work on some other stuff.
Sounds good, man. Have a great rest of your night.
You too, bro. Have a very great night.
We'll stay in touch.
Of course, boss man. Of course.
Righty. I'll catch you.
All right, bro. So again, thank everybody who joined in. This will be uploaded to YouTube soon. And every story adds something to this culture. Add yours. Show the power of your voice. The car culture grows when people feel more included, seen, and supported. And this is the podcast for that. This is a podcast that's going to keep spreading that message. It's your car. It's your story. This is our community. Thank you and have a good night.